Good morning, this is Dr. Cooper, and we made it through the first week, sort of, we're halfway there. We made it through the orientation, so congratulations to all of you who completed the orientation. If you are missing an item, you probably need to stop by and see me today. I'll be in my office at 10 o'clock. I'll be there until, officially till 11:30, but I should be there most of the afternoon if you can't stop by during office hours. I'm in High Tech 2 139, which is just on the other side of that hallway that we walk through to get to class. So let's get started with our projects. Now, many of you lost members of your group. They didn't quite make it through the orientation, which can be expected. It's a very challenging course, and I know many of you are probably a little stressed out, but it's going to get better, as you'll see. So we've completed the orientation, so now you should have Module 1 that's open. And you want to start with the Module 1 overview and take a quick look at that page because you must view that page. And many of you have already started on your Week 1 assignments, and you know that you start by going into the Week 1 page. So we've done most of the items on this page. Hopefully you've read this and you've read the articles that I presented to you, and now you're starting to work on assignment number 1. So I'm going to scroll down to assignment number 1. Now the first step in assignment number 1 is signing up for your hypothesis account. So let me open this up a little bit. So you'll see here that there's getting started, getting set up, and we're going to be using a tool that you're going to see in a second here that you need to register for. So go ahead and register and then join this group. And so just clicking these links will get you to everything you need. If you need extra help, here's a quick guide for you and so forth. Okay, and instructions for joining the group, and then also help with your group homepage. But it's pretty simple. Just go ahead and sign up, register for Hypothesis. Now what's going to happen is you're going to go over to your collaboration space in Canvas, and you're going to click on your group page. So blue team is first. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. So, all right, once you click over into your group, you are now in Google Docs. Now it's set up to use your Gmail account from school, your maricopa.edu. A couple of you have been requesting access from your personal Gmail accounts. Right now, if you just check using your school account, it should work. So you can see that we have Bradley and Isabel and Jonathan have already assigned the roles for the people in this group, and I've added a new person to this group, so they'll jump right in and be the fourth person. And then you see down here, they're going to each choose an article to read. And so Jonathan has chosen Article 6, and so he's just going to click on this. And when it opens up, you'll see that it will be part of Hypothesis. So we're going to click this link to load it in a new browser window. And you'll see the article, but what's different is that Hypothesis is wrapped around it. So what I mean by that is if you look over here and I hit this little arrow, I have this information. And it says that I am in the English 102 Hybrid Spring class. But who am I? So I'm registered, and if you haven't, you need to log in. I'm logged in, and I'm Dr. Cooper. And so now, when I want to leave an annotation, I highlight some text. All right, so let's say I highlight this first sentence, and then I can either highlight or annotate. And so when you read this article, you're going to annotate. So you highlight that, and then in this box, what is it that you want to indicate about this first sentence? This is an interesting point he is making. Okay, you might want to explain something. You might want to define something. Any tags, and we haven't really talked a lot about tags yet, so don't be too nervous about that. It's just like hashtagging if you were on Facebook or Twitter, and it puts everything in sort of a category. So if this is an FCC document, I would probably tag it FCC, and then I post it to English. So let me write that this is just an example. This is just a bad example of how to annotate. Okay, now if I wanted to highlight or anything, so if I wanted to say highlight bad, make it bold, change the colors, put quotation marks around it, blah blah blah. But once I'm finished, I tag it. Now anybody who comes in here will be able to see my annotation if you are logged in and you are in the group. Now if you do anything that's just public, then it will not be in the group. So if I switch to public, you can see now that my annotation that I have is not there. All the things that we're doing are not public. We are in a private class group. Okay? So each of you will, in your groups, choose one of these articles, and then you will read the article and then annotate it. Then you'll come back later and you will summarize the article. Okay? So right now, we'll learn more about what that means, but annotating means marking up, taking notes, but it also means writing a summary of the article. So in these boxes down below, so for Jonathan, who chose number 6, he will put his citation and the annotation, the summary down here. Okay, so don't forget that an annotation is also a summary. Okay, so you're annotating, and then right here you are writing a summary. All right, you also signed up for a Noodle Tools account. Most of you did. Some of you skipped that step. But right here you'll get instructions on how to sign in for your free account. And if you need help with that, stop on by today. High Tech 2, 137. All right, if you have any other questions, don't forget what you need to do. We're going to go into the bulletin, and you can ask your questions in here. Don't be shy, because everyone's a little nervous in the beginning, but we're working on these group projects, and this is the place to ask questions. All right, that's it for now. Hopefully I'll see some of you today. If not, I'll see you next week on Tuesday.